In the journey of love and relationships, have you ever felt the sting of someone pulling away, leaving you questioning your self-worth and wondering if there's a way to rekindle the spark? Relationships can be fragile, but instead of grasping desperately for attention, what if the answer lay within you in cultivating self-worth, resilience, and embracing Stoic principles? This video delves into powerful strategies to rekindle relationships rooted in self-respect, self-mastery, and emotional strength. By focusing on personal growth, you not only reclaim your power, but also create a magnetic presence that draws others naturally towards you. Self-worth and power. Embrace your inner strength. The foundation of any healthy relationship begins with a solid sense of self-worth. When someone pulls away, it's easy to feel vulnerable and even question your value. However, true power lies not in chasing or pleading for their attention, but in recognizing and reclaiming your worth. When you hold yourself in high regard, you set the standard for how others should treat you. Imagine yourself as the anchor in a turbulent sea. Instead of letting the waves toss you around, you remain grounded, strong, and steady. This self-assuredness is attractive because it signals that you know your value. When you refuse to beg for someone's attention, you convey a powerful message. You're a person of substance who deserves respect. This shift in perspective can change the entire dynamic of a relationship, as it forces the other person to see you in a new light. What if, instead of desperately seeking someone's approval, you devoted that energy to becoming the best version of yourself? How would your relationships transform if you set a higher standard for yourself and embraced the confidence that comes with true self-worth? Embracing Stoic principles. Focus on personal growth, not manipulation. Stoicism is not about manipulating others to get what you want. True Stoicism teaches self-mastery and resilience, focusing on what you can control, your own actions, thoughts, and personal growth. Instead of worrying about how to win someone back, the Stoic approach is to focus on becoming the best version of yourself. This focus on self-improvement and inner peace naturally makes you more attractive to others, drawing them back without any need for games or manipulation. The Stoics taught that inner peace and happiness come from self-discipline and a strong sense of purpose. Imagine how different relationships would be if we each focused on self-mastery rather than trying to change or control others. By embracing Stoic principles, you become a person of integrity, resilience, and strength, qualities that naturally attract others and build respect. Consider how investing in your personal growth can elevate your relationships. What if the key to rekindling a connection lay in becoming a person so self-assured that others couldn't help but be drawn to you? Unpredictability. Keep the mystery alive. One way to keep intrigue alive in a relationship is by being unpredictable. When someone knows your every move, it's easy for them to grow complacent. By introducing an element of unpredictability, you keep the other person intrigued, wondering about your next move. This mystery stirs curiosity and can reignite interest, as it shows that you're a dynamic person who is not easily figured out. Have you ever been captivated by someone who was a bit of a mystery? It's human nature to be drawn to what we can't fully understand. By being unpredictable, you show that you're complex and multifaceted, making the relationship feel fresh and exciting. This doesn't mean playing games, but rather allowing room for spontaneity and growth. What are some ways you can introduce unpredictability into your relationship? How can you remain true to yourself while keeping the intrigue alive? Standing for yourself. Embrace dignity and self-respect. Standing up for yourself, especially when someone is pulling away, is an act of self-respect. When you maintain your dignity and refuse to tolerate disrespect, you shift the power dynamic in the relationship. You set clear boundaries that signal your worth. And this assertiveness can make the other person reassess their behavior towards you. When you stand for yourself, you remind the other person that you won't be a passive participant in the relationship. This bold stance forces them to recognize the strength and value you bring to the table. It's not about creating conflict. It's about showing that you value yourself too much to be mistreated. How often do you assert your worth in relationships? What impact might it have if you consistently stood for yourself and prioritized your dignity? Avoiding desperation. Cultivate inner peace and self-respect. Desperation can be a powerful deterrent in relationships. When you appear desperate, it signals a lack of self-respect, making you less attractive. Instead of focusing on regaining someone's attention, redirect your energy towards your own life and personal growth. By cultivating a sense of inner peace and self-worth, you regain control and project an image of confidence and strength. Imagine how empowering it would feel to stand firm in your worth, refusing to chase after anyone. This quiet confidence communicates that you are complete within yourself, a trait that naturally draws others towards you. Desperation fades away when you are rooted in self-assurance and a deep respect for your own boundaries. How can you shift your focus away from seeking validation from others? What steps can you take to strengthen your sense of inner peace and self-respect? Physical presence. Look and feel your best. Physical presence plays a crucial role in attraction. Looking and smelling good are not just superficial elements. They reflect self-care, confidence, and attention to detail. When you take care of your appearance, you project an aura of attractiveness that can remind the other person of what they might be missing. Self-care is not about vanity. It's about presenting yourself in a way that reflects your inner confidence. Think about how you feel when you're dressed well, groomed, and taking care of yourself. That self-assuredness radiates outward, making you more appealing. This presence reminds others that you are someone worth being around, reinforcing the value you bring to the relationship. How often do you prioritize self-care as a means of self-respect? What message does your physical presence convey about how you value yourself? Ambition. Pursuing personal goals. Ambition is a quality that can make you irresistibly attractive. When you have personal goals and pursue them with passion, you show that you are driven, capable, and independent. This ambition signals that you are not waiting around for someone else to complete you. Instead, you are actively working towards a fulfilling life. Imagine how inspiring it is to be around someone who is constantly striving to better themselves. Ambition is a trait that fosters admiration and respect, as it demonstrates a commitment to growth and self-improvement. When you focus on your aspirations, you create an image of someone who is worthy of admiration and support. What personal goals do you have, and how might pursuing them enhance your relationships? How does ambition contribute to the respect and admiration others feel for you? Purposeful communication. Speak with intention. Communication is the backbone of any relationship, but purposeful communication goes beyond mere words. Speaking with intention, clarity, and confidence ensures that every word you share adds value to the connection. Purposeful communication avoids pleading or overwhelming the other person. Instead, it reinforces a sense of mutual respect and understanding. Have you ever felt empowered by a conversation where you spoke with intention and clarity? This style of communication signals self-assurance and maturity, qualities that can deepen the connection in a relationship. By choosing your words thoughtfully, you create an atmosphere of respect and consideration. What impact might purposeful communication have on your relationships? How can you practice speaking with intention and confidence in your interactions? Being less available. The power of intrigue. When you make yourself less readily available, you create a sense of intrigue. This limited access reminds the other person that your time is valuable and encourages them to reflect on their behavior towards you. By being selective with your availability, you cultivate a sense of respect and admiration. Imagine the allure of someone who is not always accessible, whose time feels precious. This scarcity principle makes each interaction feel special, as it reminds others that they must value and appreciate the moments they have with you. Being less available is not about playing hard to get. It's about establishing boundaries that reinforce your self-worth. How can you balance availability with respect for your own time? What benefits might arise from creating a sense of intrigue in your relationships? Smiling often. The power of positivity. A smile can be a powerful tool in rekindling relationships. Smiling conveys confidence, positivity, and warmth, which can draw others back in and create a welcoming atmosphere. A genuine smile can break down walls, fostering a sense of comfort and connection that is both inviting and magnetic. Think about how you feel around someone who smiles often. That sense of positivity is contagious, creating a space where others feel at ease. By smiling, you project an aura of self-assurance and joy, making you someone others want to be around. How might a simple smile change the dynamics of your relationships? In what ways can you use positivity to strengthen connection? Self-assurance. Confidence as an attraction factor. Confidence is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have. When you maintain self-assurance regardless of the other person's actions, you project a sense of inner strength that draws them back in. This confidence signals that you are not reliant on anyone for your happiness, making you more appealing and respected. Imagine the strength that comes from being unwavering in your self-assurance. This inner confidence reflects an understanding that you are whole and complete, regardless of others' actions or opinions. When you embody self-assurance, you become someone worth pursuing, admired for your resilience and strength. What practices can you adopt to build and maintain your self-assurance? How might this confidence transform your relationships? Willingness to let go. Strength and release. One of the most powerful messages you can send is a willingness to let go if necessary. By showing that you are ready to walk away if the relationship no longer serves you, you convey strength, self-respect, and resilience. This stance can act as a wake-up call for the other person, making them realize your value and the potential loss they face. The willingness to let go is not about giving up. It's about respecting yourself enough to prioritize your well-being. By releasing attachments to outcomes, you free yourself from dependency and embrace a state of emotional independence that is both liberating and attractive. What would it look like to approach relationships with a willingness to let go if needed? How might this strength empower you and change the way others view you? Conclusion. Embracing self-worth and stoic wisdom in relationships, rekindling relationships, isn't about manipulation or desperation. It's about cultivating self-worth, resilience, and emotional strength. By embracing stoic principles, focusing on personal growth, and standing firm in your self-worth, you create a magnetic presence that naturally attracts others. Through unpredictability, purposeful communication, and a willingness to let go, you establish a foundation for relationships rooted in respect and admiration.